The BDST beta units almost ready for shipping tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday, as a matter of fact. Here with you at the workbench. I made a comment that I was trying to get these beta test units done for mailing on Monday, but obviously I was mistaken because this is a Labor Day weekend, so the post office won't be open Monday. Anyway, it gives me an extra day. I think I'm gonna go see Mom today. I didn't get to go Thursday or Friday or Saturday, and so I told her I would come today. Anywho, that's that. The reason I'm making this is the beta test units on the speaker connectors. Now these screws are smaller than. I made a mistake when I ordered these. These are M2 screws, and they work fine. And that's what I'm going to supply for the beta testers. And probably the first kits that we sell will have these as well. But I'll put a special note in with those that these are smaller than. But like I said, they work fine. Everything's fine on it. It's just like I said, they're smaller than they're going to be. I will be using the M3 screws for those, but I just wanted to show you that, like I say, those are smaller, but yet they work fine. So it takes a smaller screwdriver. That number 2 won't quite fit that smaller screw, but like I said, you guys should know that you need some extra screwdrivers when you do these. But yeah, they're good. Like I said, so that's that. I have got all of the side holes done for all of the cases. That one doesn't match that one. Apparently that's the wrong one for that one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the big one, I think. Pretty sure. So anyway, what I'm going to do is these center holes are all cut, or all drilled I should say, on the beta test units, and I'm going to take and mount those to the other one of the thing, and then I'll mark the 3 holes there that go in the around the speaker, and I'll basically put a screw in here and a nut, and basically put them together and line them up, and then I can go ahead and line the other holes up with a drill. I usually, like I say, I take a drill, if I can find it, and drill it with my hand like that. That's an easy way to do it. This drill's really easy, this plastic does. So that's what I'm going to do on that, and get my holes lined up, and then I'll cut the 3 remaining. This is one of the test units, and like I said, I'll cut the 3 remaining big holes out. I tried to cut with my well, I didn't try. I did cut with my portable drill, or battery operated drill, but that just does not work as good as the plug-in variety, so I'm going to use the plug-in to do the rest of them. But like I say, once I want to get these other 3 holes in first, and then I can put the big hole in. So that's what I'm doing, and once I get those done, I got, like I say, 3 more to cut the little holes in and the big holes, and I will be completely done with these as far as drilling is concerned. I have been gathering my parts for this. Now the beta test, like I said, the little power jacks have to be shaved down a little bit because we're having to do that until we redo the board. And like I said, the first units to go out may have, these have to be shaved, but you know, they work fine. It's nothing wrong with them. Let's see if I can show you this. So they work fine. There's no problem with them. It's just the, you know, there's not as much plastic on the front of it. That's the only difference. So I keep watching my part instead of watching my camera. Anyway, so that's that. Like I say, I want to get this all wrapped up here if I can before I go visit Mom. I'm gonna leave till about 12:30 for there, so it's right at 9 o'clock now, looks like. So, anyway, that's good. That's excellent. So, alright, let me get back to it, and I'll come back later. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's about 3:45 maybe in the afternoon. I always like to curious to see 3:46. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it by a minute. So I always like to see if I can estimate what time it is by looking at that 1 clock. It's always fast. Anywho, enough of that. What you see before you was the 4 beta test kits. They are all ready to ship out. I shouldn't say that. They're not ready. They're packed. How's that? All the parts are inside. Everything is ready to go as far as that's concerned. Now I need to probably, and this is, you know, I don't know how. I really kind of wrestled with this in my mind. I keep thinking, you know, what I should do is just go ahead and put the docs online, and then you know, everybody can print their own. At least for these, maybe. I don't know, because I haven't got my printer set up yet, my color printer, and it's just going to add to the weight of the package, and I don't really know what I'm even putting these in to mail them yet. It may be some brown type padded envelopes. This is pretty, there's parts are loose, but there are parts that's not going to hurt anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just resistors and stuff like that. That's not really going to hurt anything. So, you know, if they bounce around a little bit inside, that's fine. They all are taped in bags, so their parts can't get out, or they shouldn't be able to get out. And if they did, they would be in the envelope then, the padded envelope. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. I wish I had some old envelopes here, but I've been throwing everything away here lately when I get stuff. So I may see what I got and go from there. But anyway, this is going to not end, but it will wrap up the BDST coverage here for a while. Like I said, I'm going to move on. I know Bill will be happy. Bill's getting really tired of seeing the signal tracer stuff, but sorry, Bill. You know, things that we got to do. But anyway, like I said, this is will be the last of it as far as until we get some feedback from our builders. Now, I have not heard from one of the beta testers, and I'm a little worried about that. Not so much about this, but what happened to him. So, you know, I'm going to send him another email, and if I don't get a response, I'm going to have to choose somebody else. So, get ready for that, if that happens. Now, another thing on these screen meshes, now at first I was trying to cut each one and, you know, make it to where it would fit. And I think, you know, what I decided to do is put a piece about this size in each one. Now you can see, I think, let me up a little bit. That's plenty big enough to do whatever in the speakers there, we'll say. You can go either way with it, and it's plenty big enough. And leave it up to the kit builder to trim it to whatever size he or she wants. And I think that's a better solution. So that's what I'm going to start putting them in. Now, a couple of them have closer, not quite that big, but, you know, you guys will figure it out. I know you will. Anyway, that's that on the mesh. I'm really kind of thinking we may not even use this now that I'm supposed to get the black mesh like Bob did on his. You saw his the other day in his video. Looked good. And we may go ahead and order the chrome and the black and give users or the customers the option which one they want. So, you know, that's maybe what we'll do. So anywho, that's that. Everything is packed in there, all the chips, all the resistors, all the capacitors, everything to build the kit. And like I said, the only thing, now if I had done it ahead of time and printed the docks up, I could have put them inside, I think, and that would have been even better. But you know, even outside, it's not going to hurt anything inside the package, you know. So like I said, that's what I'm thinking about, or trying to come up with a best plan. So like I said, it's a Labor Day here, and I'm labored. No, I'm not really working hard. I got up, I don't know, 7 something, I think, and talked with Bob a while and watched some videos, and I came in here after I ate breakfast, started playing around with this and getting everything together. And basically what I did was to there was 4 kits this time, and I got me 4 pill bottles, and I took my parts bin and collected all the parts in there and made up 4 kits in the pill bottles. I just put one of each, you know, part, and then I go to the next part. I do that, you know, and then I came up with, like I said, 4 complete kits of parts, and then just put them in little plastic bags. Well, not a little like that, a little bit bigger than that, but and put them in there, and then that was the electronics part. Now the bigger parts, the switches, the knobs, there was a couple other bigger parts. I don't think I put those in there. In fact, I know I didn't. I may start doing that though, because I think there's going to be plenty of room in the bag to do all that. So I may just go ahead and put all the loose parts in there. That would help keep it from rattling around so much in the thing too. Like I said, it's not going to hurt anything rattled around, but you know, at the same time, people get that and they think, oh, there's something broken there. So trying to avoid that kind of stuff. But anywho, that's that. So I think, let's see, the last video I uploaded was the Frog Follies Part 2. Hope everybody enjoyed that. So, you know, that's that. Next up, I was telling Bob this. Of course, you know how that works. I think what I'm going to do is to make up a radio here to do what I was going to do, what I was trying to explain to Bill how to do on that Gonzit radio, and we're going to do that with a radio, and we're just going to go through and power up the audio section first, and we're going to make sure it works. And this is a radio that I have yet to test. In other words, it's never been proven that it even works. What it is, I'm going to tell you, is the first Hallicrafters S38C, I think that's what it was, that I bought. It had the case with a hole in top, and it was pretty rough shape. And I like I said, I didn't even think about plugging the radio in or what it was. I think I got the second Hallicrafters about right after that, and we jumped right into that, and we got it. You know, we tested that to make sure it worked, and it did. And so, anywho, that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to just basically power up each supply. I'll be using my Variac control or Variac power supply back here. We'll be using the this will do the filaments, whatever voltage we need. Now, just like the I believe the first 2 that I'm going to do are the audio tubes, and I think they're 50 L6, I believe, and a 12 something. So that's 62 volts basically. And I'm going to go a little low on it to start off with, just to make sure everything's fine. And we'll see how that comes out. And then as far as the B+, what we've decided to do, or I've decided to do, I should say, is use my capacitor checker, as Bill was going to do on his. And this, I checked the voltages here for, what do you call it, and we have a certain amount of voltages. I'm going to flash those up on the screen because I don't remember what they were. I was talking with Bob. I think it's on the text. But we're going run across the voltages. I believe 140, around 140 was the one that we'll probably use. And Bob said it should be sufficient. He thinks that that will put out about 40 milliamps, I believe. And so if that's true, and now obviously this has to be held too to work, but that's all we need is a second or two to find out if something works, because once you have the tubes lit and warm, you know, the B+ will be instantaneous with it then. So, but we are going to do that. We're going to use the may use the audio generator, I don't know, or what, but for the first part, it doesn't really matter. Just an audio signal is all we're feeding into it, and we'll have to use a separate speaker because that didn't have a speaker with it. But anywho, like I say, that's what we're going to do. And then once we make sure the audio section is working, or get it working, whatever it takes, then we will move on to the IF. And for that, we'll be using the signal generator at 455 kilohertz modulated, and I'm gonna hope to modulate it with the same signal that I used for the audio, so we'll be able to see this is has external modulation. So that's probably what we'll do, just put the music supply or whatever I'm using for the modulating and put it there, and then we'll have one of these to use for the audio. Because we're only going to be putting in the tubes for the IS section. We're not going to have the audio section in. And if that works, then we're going to try the RF. That will be the fun one. So, well, the IF will be fun too. But anywho, that's what the plan is. And I'm not going to do anything at all until I clean this bench up and this area up in general. I've done this three times, and I'm going to have to do it again because it's really a mess. I ordered 5 more cases yesterday, I believe. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on hand, so we'll have 10 of those ready for whoever wants to buy one. And we haven't yet decided on the price. The price has crept up steadily, but we're still trying to keep it down low. It's cutting into our margin a little bit, but that's not a big deal. We want to provide a decent kit at a decent price, so that's what we're trying to do. So, all right, that's going to do me. You guys hear me blathering long enough, and I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the web. Take a break because, like I said, I've been working on this most of the day, and get this ready to go. And probably tomorrow I'll stop by the post office and send them out, and that will be that. So, like I say, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you.